Battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Miles Bridges is out there with Mark Williams. And it's Okogie in at the 3.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller's so quick off the catch.
Here's Ellis, hounded by Ball. Sabonis, the pass to Murray. The shot is good on the assist by Sabonis.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Yeah, the instant LaMelo sees the opening, he's moving the ball. He jumps at the chance to feed a wide open guy.
Here's Levine for 3. Okogie pulls down the board.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
And Brent, the Kings have the pieces to compete and finally creating some stability.
Yeah, after that 16-year playoff absence, just being a factor in the West has Sacramento and their fans really, really exciting. Again, the pieces are there. Will they push it this year to get back in the mix?
Now here's Murray. And here's Sabonis outside. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Okogie, the pass to Bridges. And Williams punches it home.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. It's tipped. And that'll be Sacramento's ball as it goes out of bounds. Kings able to keep possession here. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Sabonis with a screen on Miller. Here's Levine. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
That's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, Levine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest.
Miller, the pass to Okogie. Back to Miller. And rebounded by Zach Levine. Knocked loose. Stolen by Miller. Here's Williams. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
I like Miller's vision. I mean, he sees the court well and makes really good decisions with the ball.
Murray, a screen on Miller. Inside. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Ball passes to Okogie. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game.
The playmaking ability of Ball. So crafty and skilled at finding his guys.
Ellis, good.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Brandon Miller caught some flack when he named Paul George as his GOAT, but PG-13 said, I know what he meant by it. Obviously, I'm not the greatest of all time, but it's about who inspires you. Miller, for his part, not backing down and saying, how the league is built now, Paul George is the right person to study for this generation. Brian?
Allie, thanks. And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage in his position, Grant?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
Now, here's Williams. Down low. And he elevates for the dunk. Domantas Sabonis on the wrong end of that one.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
And the shot goes in.
Sabonis working close in the basket. He likes those tight quarters. He's so skilled down there.
Pass to Williams. Here's Bridges. Fires the 3. Goes back up. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Charlotte. Now here's DeRozan. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. From deep. Stolen by Ball. And it's the Hornets on the break. 34 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Levine with a steal. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Sacramento shooting their first free throw of the night.
What impresses me most about DeRozan is his footwork, especially when he's operating around the mid-range.
Pass to Ellis. Sabonis with a screen on Ball. Sabonis outside. And the three off target. Ball surveys the floor. Levine with a steal. In transition, here they come. With one on the clock. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets, ending the quarter up 10. And it's mostly... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hornets?
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
On the court for Charlotte, Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Miles Bridges is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Okogie to the inside. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And there he is. I mean, attacking the boards, converting off the misses. I mean, trying to do everything he can to secure this W.
I just don't see how you climb back into the game when you're allowing plays like that to happen. Extra work on the offensive glass. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to win a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
The Hornets making a switch here. Green is checked in.
Substitution for the away team.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play.
Josh Green.
DeRozan passes to Murray. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up. Murray's gotten his third basket of the night.
Early on in his NBA career, Murray's showing he's a capable shooter.
Miller outside. Nurkic passes to Miller. And out of bounds, the Kings will take it.
Kings ball.
Kings trail by 8. DeRozan makes his move, and the dunk by DeRozan.
And when he's got momentum on his way to the basket, DeRozan is going to finish hard. No reason to take any chances there.
Now here's Ball, driving inside. Here's Bridges. Miller, the pass to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Here's Ellis, pounded by Ball. Green against DeRozan. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Smith, he's checked in for Miller. And there have been a few teams lately who have been stockpiling draft picks, Brent. What do you think of that approach?
Well, BA, if you look at the success of the draft, you're kind of 50-50 on whether or not you're going to get the talent that is required to win a championship. So getting multiple bites at the apple is a great strategy for teams to try to build the foundation of a championship caliber team.
Here's Ball. Oh, going all the way.
Yeah, nice quick transition play from Ball. Getting out ahead of the defense and converting on the fast break.
2 minutes remaining in the
Levine
first half.
feeling it out a bit.
2 minutes.
It's rebounded by Charlotte. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Bridges with the
Out of the way!
Wow.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, BA.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Ali.
Hey, Brian. Well, a lot of change for this Hornets organization. New ownership, a new front office, a new head coach, some exciting new talent. They're renovating the arena and building a new practice facility. Other than that, not much has changed. BA?
Business as usual, Ali. Thanks.
LaMelo on the attack. He can do damage from anywhere. They love to see him get to the rim. And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Grant Williams.
1:10 left in the second quarter. Smith outside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a handle.
Here's Ellis. The lob. Very well done.
Nice touch on both ends of that alley-oop.
Hey, when he let go of the pass, I had no idea what he was going for. Now, man, left side Williams. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Charlotte shooting their second and third shots at the line here. And it's a completely new group for the Kings. And he makes both free throws. 36 seconds left in the first half of this one. And here's Monk. Pass to Valanciunas. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of this game. 6 to shoot. Monk for 3. Offensive board. Another shot. That's short off the rim.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Smith outside. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Charlotte earning this break in the action, up 10. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. You look at Mark Williams, what a contribution.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
We got Trey Lyles. He's out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's LaRavia in at the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Now here's Carter.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
They got to do a much better job in help.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
And that one's good. Green.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
And you look at the Kings, Brent. They've had several name changes over the years of their franchise.
Yeah, before becoming the Sacramento Kings, they were the Rochester Royals, and then the Cincinnati Royals, and then the Kansas City Kings, and then all of a sudden let's get to the West Coast, and here comes the state capital of Sacramento. It's not really affected the winning, though, has it, BA?
Now here's man. No points so far. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Monk with it, guarded by Smith. Carter from outside. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Williams against Carter. Man, the pass to Williams. And he comes up with a bucket. Williams has got 12 points.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And the dunk by Valanciunas.
It's not going to be a soft finish when Valanciunas gets inside. Count on him going up strong.
Man, the pass to Williams. Back to man. Williams on the wing. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. He's got 14.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
1 for 3. Sinks the tray.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
Williams in the post. Valanciunas covering. Williams passes to Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Hornets lead by 9.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
And in recent seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And the basket is good.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
From the high post. Man, the pass to Nurkic. He drops it from range. Nurkic has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Pass to Lyles. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. And that one's good. LaRavia.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
And he lobs it up top. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Carter, the pass to Valanciunas. Back to Carter. Now here's Monk. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Monk's got 5 points in the quarter.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark. Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tuck, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Now here's Monk. He's got 5. Pass to Lyles. Lyles a screen. It's Monk on the wing. Wing covering. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. So for the Hornets, Williams is checked in for Bridges. Miller comes in for Green. And LaMelo Ball is subbed in for Man. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ball. To the middle. Stolen by Carter. Now the Kings in transition. It's blocked. They get it back. Hornets leading by 6.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Okogie's shot is off. It's Monk on the wing. It could go. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hornets. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Williams. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. The Kings call timeout. Miles Bridges checked in for Charlotte. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
During that break, Sacramento's coach had some words for his team. He seems pretty disappointed with the three-point shooting, telling his crew we have to start making more outside shots. I want to see more threes out there. Let's get aggressive. Coach is hoping some big production can make a splash for them.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Miller, the pass to Bridges. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
DeRozan for 3. Counted from distance.
And what's interesting, the 3-ball isn't a big part of DeRozan's game, but when he's feeling it, he can make it happen.
To the paint. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Now, there are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's Ellis. Kept alive. Back to Levine. DeRozan outside. Here's the teardrop. Can't connect from short range. Charlotte leading by 7. Here's Okogie. Miller outside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
To the middle. DeMar DeRozan, an impressive scorer who takes relatively few three-point shots for him.
Yeah, the arc is not his primary focus. He'd rather pick you apart in the mid-range, but he does it so consistently that the points pile up quick.
DeRozan hits them both. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Ball outside. Ball with a head of steam. And Ball throws it down.
The defense leaves an opening, and Ball exploits it. I mean, he can be so sudden.
Here's Ellis. Hounded by Ball. Ellis passes to Levine. And there's the foul. It's on Zach Levine. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Charlotte leading by 9. Ball passes to Miller. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Out to Sabonis. And it's the Hornets on the break. Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession. And the Hornets making a change here. Williams is checked in.
Substitution for the away team. Number 5, Mark Williams.
On defense, the Kings. 11-point game. Here's Miller. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
Yeah, a sign of things to come, hopefully. I mean, once Miller gets going, he is capable of dominating games.
Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Mark Williams. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hornets.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And I feel like there's been an old school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside, getting it down low, getting those looks in close. That's been effective.
Williams' shot is good.
And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. I mean, he can really whip passes there around the court.
Sabonis with a screen on Miller. Sabonis, right side. Pass to Ellis. Puts up a three. Fires in the triple.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Murray against Bridges. And here's Miller. Bridges passes to Miller. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Hornets.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night from Mark Williams.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Okogie, the pass to Ball. Launches it. Nice shot by Okogie. And the Hornets lead by 12.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
We love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And so it's Charlotte winning this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that's going to do it tonight.
been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Karis LeVert is out there with Daniels. And it's Shea in at the 3 spot. Ellis against LeVert. Outside, Sabonis. Up top, DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. Here's Murray. He can't hit that time. Good D by Johnson. And the Hawks with possession. It's a 3-point game. LeVert from outside. DeRozan with the rebound. Outside, Levine. And Levine throws it down.
Well, going over the top, Levine putting his hops on display.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off.
And that one's good. Daniels.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here now the Kings. Outside, Levine. On the wing, Murray. It's deflected. Out of bounds, Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Here's DeRozan. Kicks it out to Ellis. Stolen by LeVert. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Shea. And the dunk by Shea.
Yeah, if you give Shea a chance at the rim, he's going to make you pay.
Murray, good.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Here's Daniels. He's guarded by Ellis. Now, Shea. Kicks it out to Johnson. Three-pointer. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Sabonis sets the big for Levine. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The tray. Daniels, no good. The Kings trail by 6. Bean passes to Sabonis. From downtown. That one, no good.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
And it's LeVert missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
DeRozan finds Ellis. On the wing, Murray. Sabonis a screen on Okongwu. They grab their own miss. Levine wide open. Off target from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And stolen by Murray. Down low. Here's Ellis. And it's Daniels with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 6. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Okongwu with a screen on DeRozan. And it's Shea missing. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Sacramento Kings. And the call will be against Sabonis. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The Hawks shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Daniels, no good. The Kings trail by 6. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And here's DeRozan. Hasn't made one yet.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
So the wing on the left. Johnson sets the screen for Okongwu. Here is Daniels. This one for three, and he's good on the three ball. Daniels has got 9 points. And that does it for the first quarter. Hawks lead by 9. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Atlanta. Out of the rafters, he punched it in!
Are you kidding me?
And over the years, Levine has put on the muscle, which helps him on those challenging finishes at the rim.
Pass to Daniel. Another three for Atlanta.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know, it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
No one covering. Daniels has got the lead up to 10 now for Atlanta.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Back to Levine. Sabonis sets the pick for Levine. And another three for Sacramento.
And there's the competitive fire of Levine, getting the 3 points back for them as quick as he can.
You know, Stan, as productive as Zach Levine has been, you get the sense he wants to compete for titles. He wants more than just the individual stuff.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, at this point in his career, it just hasn't all worked for the teams he's been on yet, but he's still got some time to figure it out.
Yeah, he does. That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Ellis. Atlanta's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Over to the left wing. A wide open look here for Okongwu. Another three for Atlanta.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game, for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. The Kings trail by 9. Levine for three. Buries it from three-point range. Levine's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Kings.
His precision on pull-up jump shots is what makes Levine one of the league's most dangerous scorers. His mechanics off the dribble are on point.
Knocks down the three ball.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
DeRozan's shot is good.
Getting aggressive inside. DeRozan refuses to waste that opportunity.
The Hawks leading by 7. Daniels kicks to Johnson. Into the lane. And he goes big with the dunk right over Keegan Murray.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate. And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter, knows where to park himself, and always always ready to receive the pass.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Atlanta's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. Laverta screen on Levine. Johnson for 3. Traps in the tray. Johnson's got 8.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Now let's the pass to Murray. Over Johnson. Okongwu grabs the board.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
It's Levert on the wing. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of the game. Good, nice job down low.
And got to push Levert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Substituting on the court.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Carter. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Young outside. Over Carter. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks heading to the bench with a set. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. The Kings trail by 7. Trey Lyles out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And there's Monk. Then there's Carter. And it's LaRavia in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Pass to Nance. For the 3. It's hauled in by the Kings. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Carter left side. And here is Lyles. He's covered by Niang. Valanciunas sets a screen for Monk. Clock at 6. Yep, it counts. Monk's got the first basket of the third quarter for Sacramento. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They've led by as much as 10. Lays it up and banks it in.
When you watch Young, there's a courage to his game.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. I mean, you love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
And Nance kicks to Young. Pass to Nance. Young sets a screen for Nance. No good on the 3. The Kings trail by 5. 1 for 3. Connects from three-point range. Monk's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you gotta love that three-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high-arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
For the lead. A shot missing.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Krejci. Good on the three-point shot. Krejci's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And he gets it to go.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Niang kicks to Young. Here's the teardrop. Back to Niang. Nance with no one around. The three-pointer, no good. The Kings trail by 3. Throws it up high, and the dunk by Lyles.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Young drives in. Pass to Krejci. There's the screen from deep. Niang, that's good. Niang's got his first 3 points of the game.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
1:46 left to play in the third. Here's Monk, and then Monk with the dunk.
And it's just easy to love the energy with which Monk plays. Whenever he's close to the rim, he is looking to make a statement.
Nance passes to Mann. Shakes him. And it's good on the layup. Mann's got his first 2 points.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Monk outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Monk's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Kings. Carter against Young. Puts up a deep 3. Krejci, no good. Kings have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Sinks the three-pointer. The Kings trail by 4. To the inside, Valanciunas, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Yeah, you can get away with a little bump in the back, but as soon as you lean that much on him, you're going to get called for the foul.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nance. For Atlanta, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Krejci passes to Niang. Capella inside. Valanciunas is there. Off with the layup. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. It's Atlanta leading by just 2. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. The Hawks leading, and so in the game for the Hawks. In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. LeVert out there with Daniels. And it's Rizachet in at the small forward. A nice shot by LeVert.
And how about the playmaking skills of LeVert? I like watching this guy break down the D in the pick and roll.
Sabonis sets the pick for Levine. Pass to Sabonis. Ellis outside. 5 on the clock. Launches it. Bangs home the trifecta.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And Rizachet, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain. At the wing position, Rizachet has pretty much everything you're looking for, right? Length, mobility, three-point shooting. And add to that, he has a great feel for the game.
And Levine with the slam.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. To the middle. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Levine kicks to Sabonis. Pass to Murray. Levine with it. There's a screen by Murray. There's the triple. Levine's shot is off.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And so Levine will bring it up now for Sacramento. Trailing by 4. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by DeRozan. In the corner, it's Levine. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Levine's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Okongwu with a screen on Levine. Levert the pass to Daniels. To the paint. Here's Ricochet. And the dunk by Ricochet.
Assertive play by Ricochet. Not every rookie is ready to shoulder the big moment.
DeRozan's shot is good.
And this is why you go to DeRozan. When they need a bucket, he's a guy that can go out and get it.
To the wing right side. Johnson sets the screen for Ricochet. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. Murray for 3. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got rebound number 5 here tonight. Johnson kicks to Levert. Johnson, the pass to Levert. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Johnson. Rebound by the Kings. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Ellis, the pass to Levine. And Levine with the slam.
And he's been reliable as ever on offense. Levine working hard to make a big impact on that end.
Here he goes. Okongwu dishes to Daniels. Takes the 3. Sabonis grabs the board.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. Big time basket at a big time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Three-pointer, Daniels. Got it. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Sabonis kicks to DeRozan. Driving to the basket. Count.
How about the heart DeRozan plays with? In the clutch, he's fully committed to getting his team whatever they need.
Johnson for 3. Can't hit that one. Murray with the defensive effort. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And DeRozan. Here we go. It counts.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That's his first foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Ellis outside. Pass to Levine. It's money from deep.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
Here's Daniels. Money.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
And so it's Sacramento who's straight by with the win. Won it, David. Thank you as always. Thank you for joining us.
Of this game could be the matchup at the 5 spot.
You know, Brian, we've seen strong play at the center position these last few years, and we've got two bigs who can each take over a game, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun watching them square off.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Karis LeVert is out there with Dyson Daniels, and it's Ricochet in at the 3. Here's ball. The Hawks getting their last shot to go. Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller is so quick off the catch.
Here's Daniels. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Fast break. Here come the Hornets. Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. Here's Ricochet, and they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Three-pointer, Bridges. Okongwu with the rebound.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Williams finds Miller. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. And Williams punches it home.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
First team foul.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. And here's Okongwu for 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. The recent years have been a bit of a struggle for the Hornets, Clark.
No doubt about it, B.A. I mean, they've dealt with injuries that have really been problematic, and roster changes as well. I mean, very much a team in transition, trying to figure out who they are and what they can be. And it's hard to get things clicking when you're having changes in your roster compounded by injuries as well.
Now here's ball. Inside. Up top, Miller. The kick out to Ball. Just 5 on the clock for 3. Bridges. Rebounded by Johnson. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 from deep. LeVert outside. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. That one on Ball.
Boy, Karis LeVert has done a nice job elevating his playmaking ability, which helps him and his team.
The Hornets have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Ball passes to Miller. Rebounded by Daniels. The Hawks trailing. Pass to Johnson. Back to Okongwu. Down low. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Tell you what, he is a really special passer, LaMelo Ball. His ability to fit all kinds of passes into really small windows, phenomenal.
Daniels, that one's true.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
It's hard to question the energy LaMelo Ball brings to the court every night, Clark.
It certainly is, and it's contagious, B.A. That's what I like about it. He elevates other guys. As a teammate playing with LaMelo, he elevates your energy level because you've got to match his. He gives the team, I think, a nice edge in being able to perform on a consistent basis.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for Charlotte, Mark.
The free throw drops for Williams.
Taking 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second. The Hawks have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Johnson passes to LeVert. Here's Okongwu. It's tipped. Bridges with it. Now Okongwu defending. And it's Bridges with the jam.
How about that burst and bounce from Bridges on the throwdown as he rolled right by the defenders?
Miller against Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Boy, nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Now here's Ball. Still no points. Pass to Williams. Back to Ball. Uncovered. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Well, you got to love how quick Ball's shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Risache. Six on the shot clock. Johnson a screen on Ball. LeVert passes to Johnson. From outside the arc. Oh, deflected by Ball.
Now into the lineup for Charlotte. Yusuf Nurkic, Josh Green, Nick Smith.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Here's Ball. Off the inbound. No good.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And so it's Brandon Miller making highlights. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Hornets.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets, they're so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Dyson Daniels out there with Karis LeVert. And it's Okongwu in at the 5. Now here's Ball. Back to Nurkic. Smith inside. He's checked by LeVert. A nice shot by Smith. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Daniels misses. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. 4-point game. Smith passes to Ball. Launches a 3. Oh! Ball pulling up from way outside.
No hesitation there from Ball, letting it fly from distance.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Okongwu. All sorts of time, and that one good.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Charlotte leading by 5. Here's Ball. Rejected by Okongwu. Here's Daniels. Nails it from 3. Daniels has got 7.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said, growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Smith. Back to Nurkic. Okongwu with the rebound. And Josh Green going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Daniels, that one's true.
Tons of first step quickness from Daniels.
For Charlotte, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Outside for Green. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Here's Rizachet, and that one is stuffed right through.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And here are the Hornets now, following the score by Atlanta. And it's Bridges with the jam.
That athletic ability gets Bridges to the rim there. He almost totally shrugged off the defense.
LeVert, a screen on Green. Daniels passes to LeVert.
Hornets foul. Nick Smith.
Miller's checked in for Smith.
Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Young goes in. And he buries his first look.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
The Hornets have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's team?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams. But Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys. And he hasn't really had that.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Miller, the pass to Bridges. Back to Miller. It's Bridges on the wing, defended by Niang. Bridges misses.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
And Young, here we go. Oh, Trae taking it himself.
The quicks off Trae Young. He gets to the rim at will. Better come with help side defense.
Here's Ball. The rebound by the Hawks. Right side, Young. Pass to Krejci. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Nurkic. Hornets trail by 5.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Outside Young. Pass to Krejci. 1 second left. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Atlanta on top. They lead by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Johnson.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
They've got Miller. Josh Okogie is out there with Mark Williams. Then there's Trey Mann, and it's Green in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Three-pointer. That is Trey's shot. The 3.
The deep ball from Young. He only needs a little wiggle room to feel comfortable firing away.
Miller outside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Charlotte shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone. He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Now here's Young. He's got 10. Pass to Capella. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Man.
Man, it's nice to see Capella get that deep position inside. And then he's able to draw the foul as he forces the defense to whack it.
He hits the second from the line. Charlotte has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Poke loose. It's a one-on-one situation. To the rim. Young.
And the defense really has no chance when Young gets in space. He's just too skilled.
Man, the pass to Miller. And he goes in for the dunk.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Atlanta's gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Young. It counts. And the foul. That one on man.
And yeah, this is the fire Young brings to every game. He won't let a foul stop his shot.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
With the game on the line, Ice Trey is dangerous, man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I work too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. Straight stuff there. Thank you.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Okogie, the pass to Green. Outside man. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Miller. The kick out to Williams. 4 on the clock. And that one's good. Williams has got 7 points.
And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. I mean, he can really whip passes there around the court.
Young on the attack. Inside. It's Trae Young.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now. And so far, no go.
Oh, it's stolen. The 3 ball. Oh, he can't miss. 8 for 8 after that shot.
Yeah, he can light up the stat sheet. Young really putting on a clinic.
Capella with a block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hornets will retain possession. Here's Miller. He buries it from 3. He's got 15.
Yeah, a sign of things to come, hopefully. I mean, once Miller gets going, he is capable of dominating games.
Young, the pass to Krejci. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you can fire 3 of your own.
Boom. In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Young looking over the floor. Pass to Capella. Here's Krejci. Back to Capella. And Capella slams it down.
How about the force of that dunk by Capella? Wow.
On the push, here comes Atlanta. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. Now here's Johnson. Here's Okongwu. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Hornets trail by 8. Here's Smith. Rebounded by Daniels. And they're running. Okongwu with it. Nurkic picks him up. Here's Daniels. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Graham.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. And Charlotte making a change here. Bridges is checked in.
Miles Bridges.
Atlanta leading by 9. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. LeVert, a screen on Smith. Pass to Rizachet. Takes the 3. Here's a Kongwu. Soft touch off the glass.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
LeVert outside. A deep three. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Just pounding the painted air. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for Atlanta, Johnson at the 4 with a Kongwu at the 5. Karis LeVert is out there with Dyson Daniels, and it's Risacher in at the 3. Atlanta leading by 14. There's the screen by Johnson. Jacks up at 3. Daniels misses. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort. A dead-eye shooter, Nick Smith, is great from three-point land. That might be his biggest asset to this team.
And now we've got an intentional foul. A big group substitution here for Charlotte. Mark Williams, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Okogie comes in for Smith. Brandon Miller's checked in for Curry. And LaMelo Ball is subbed in for Mann. And he makes it. And the Hawks lead by 13.
It's always good to see Risacher mixing it up down low.
Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 6th rebound on the night. And here's a Kongwu for 3. Hits the trifecta.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
Charlotte, no good that time either.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
A Kongwu, a screen on Bridges. The shot by Johnson, no good. Charlotte has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Back to Bridges. Williams from long range. Charlotte, no good that time either.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And Mark Williams picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
And for Charlotte, they're shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
14 feet away, and that's off the glass and in. Miller's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, I tell you, Bridges is doing a nice job there, and his teammates appreciate when he looks to get them involved.
Pass to Risacher. The 3 is up. They get it again. Outside for LeVert. Over Ball. From the top of the key, he buries it. LeVert's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
It's Bridges on the wing. Off target from outside. The Hawks lead by 19.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Hawks.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Grant. Competitive game, they battled through every step of the way.
And BA, can you say big time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well deserving of this win.
And what a huge performance it was for Trae Young.
Terrific initiative. Not content to let the game come to him, he went out and made it his own.
Charlotte's foul. Josh Okogie. First personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution for your Hornets. Musa Diop.
Hornets on D.
Josh Green.
Here's Daniels. There's the screen by Johnson. Launches it from deep. The long distance three is buried.
Yes, slick play call by Daniels. Pick and rolls give him room to operate, and he does not waste it at all.
And here's Ball. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from way outside. Oh, wow!
Whoa!
He drills it from deep.
Really testing the limits of his range there, BA.
And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up.
a lot of attention in this game. That matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
Now Sacramento starting 5. The post pair form will be Murray and Sabonis. Ellis is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's DeRozan in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's DeRozan. Murray sets a screen for DeRozan. Back to LaVine. Shot clock at 5. Shoots the 3. Cans it from downtown.
LaVine's form is pure. That three-point shot is pretty.
And it's Miller penetrating. Stolen by Ellis. At the elbow, Murray. Sabonis against Bridges. Sabonis, the pass to Murray. Back to Sabonis. And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
I'll tell you, Domantas Sabonis has got some big-time athleticism. That's a pretty dunk.
Looking at the Hornets, Greg, they're still in pursuit of their first trip to the NBA Finals.
And, Kevin, I hope it happens soon because their fan base deserves it. They've stuck with this team through some difficult years. It's about time they get rewarded.
Now, here is Miller. On the wing, Bridges. And they get it. Deep 2 from Ball. Great defense that time from Ellis. The Kings have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. LaVine can't hit.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Stolen by LaVine. And here we go. Fast break. LaVine's got it. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, to me, the size of Sabonis creates problems for the defense. You cannot be careless in how you guard this guy.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws of this. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Sacramento leading by 9. 6 to shoot. Ellis dishes to Murray. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Charlotte ball.
Hornets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Ball from deep 3-point territory. And again, the Hornets missing. And here now the Kings. They've picked up 11 straight. Wide open look here for Murray. The long distance 3 is buried. Murray's got 5.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter, knows where to park himself, and always ready to receive the pass. The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays. Such a big-time athlete. LaVine makes the hardest moves look easy.
Out to Bridges. Pass to Okogie. Bridges a screen on DeRozan. Okogie misses. Kings leading now by 11. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Bridges finds Miller. Beyond the arc. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
A huge reason Miller went so high in the draft, his three-point stroke. It's exactly what you want in a wing.
And LaVine throws it down.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's Ball, and Ball steals it in.
Now, this is what you love about having length in the backcourt. That 6'7" frame. Go ahead and finish, LaMelo.
It's Ellis on the wing. He's covered by Ball. Bridges against Sabonis. Back to Ellis. Pass to Sabonis. Murray is screen on Bridges. Puts one up from 19. Here's Levine. DeRozan in the corner. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists now in this one.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's Sacramento. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Kings really take control here.
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
On the court right now for the Kings, DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Zach LaVine is out there with Ellis, and it's Sabonis in at the center position. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Nurkic kicks to Miller. On the wing, Green. Lets the 3 fly. From the arc. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Miller.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
And now the Kings fast break. LaVine gets the bucket.
That's such a beautiful high-arcing jump shot from Zach LaVine.
Nurkic against Sabonis. Nurkic setting the pick for Ball. Teardrop shot. He lays it in. Ball's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Veen passes to DeRozan. Kings moving the ball around. Pass to Sabonis. The shake. He takes it up and lays it in. Sabonis has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Well, Sabonis able to finish on the interior. That's pretty.
Ball kicks to Nurkic. Fires for 3. Rebound by Murray.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And the jam by LaVine.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Hornets trail by 20. And here's Miller outside. Knocks it loose.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Ellis finds LaVine. Again, the miss by the Kings. Charlotte's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. The offensive rebound goes up again, and Green with the lay-in. Green's got his first basket.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Sacramento leading by 18. Inside, here's Ellis. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. LaVine's got 4 assists now tonight. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars, and I think we have a beautiful game now.
Here's Sabonis. Bucket is good. Sabonis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, the instinct takes over. Sabonis gets up the floor, ready to finish the play.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Hornets trail by 18. Stolen by Ellis. He's looking for Sabonis and finds him. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
This guy is a tremendous athlete. Sabonis throws it down.
Ball kicks to Bridges. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock, and it's good for 2. That's 7 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Name a shot, and DeRozan has mastered it.
And it's Ball penetrating. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Sabonis a screen on Ball. For 3, Ellis. Offensive rebound. And so it's Sacramento with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
They've got Smith. He's out there with Trey Mann. And it's Diabate in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Kings leading now by 18. Monk with the ball. Valanciunas sets a screen for Monk. The 3. Diabate grabs the board. The Hornets on offense. Pass to Mann. Williams a screen. Picked away. And there's a foul called on Trey Mann. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Now here is Carter, defended by Mann. Lyles sets a screen for Carter. No good on the 3. Hornets trail by 18. Williams a screen on Monk. Nice shot by Smith.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
Pass to Valanciunas. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Lyles with the wide open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Lyles got himself on the board with 3 there.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Oh, and here comes Monk all alone. Another 3 for Sacramento.
And how about Monk there? You better get in front of him when he's in attack mode. If you allow him to get to that launching pad, it is too little, too late.
On the wing, Mann. Pass to Diabate. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Launches a 3. Lyles no good. And it's Williams with the ball for Charlotte. Mann passes to Smith. There's the 3. Charlotte no good that time either. Kings leading now by 21. Now, here's Monk, covered by Smith.
Hey, yo, right here.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And the basket by Okogie.
Well, Josh Okogie, because of his ability to elevate a threat from the interior, that's a nice finish.
Pass to Laravia. Lyles with the screen. Laravia passes to Carter. Lets it go with a 3. Good on the triple. Carter's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, this summer we saw the NBA break up its draft into 2 days. The next idea, a bigger break between the draft and the start of free agency. The common thread is giving front offices more time to strategize around these highly consequential decision periods, the NBA calendar. Kevin?
Interesting, DA. Thank you. Outside Williams. They set the pick. Here's Mann, defended by Carter. And the 3 ball is good. Okogie's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Shooting with range is almost something you must possess in the modern NBA. Josh Okogie with the deep delivery.
Pass to Lyles.
Charlotte's foul. Musa Diabate.
And the Hornets making a change here. Green's checked in.
Team foul. In for Charlotte, number 10.
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Monk for 3. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Monk's got 6.
You know, you got to admire the range that this guy has. But Monk just no fear when he pulls up from deep.
Smith, no luck.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Charlotte's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from 3-point land in the second half. Williams with the ball, now guarded by Monk. Smith, no luck.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's Sacramento. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the 4th. The post pair form will be Murray and Sabonis. Ellis is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's DeRozan in at the 3. From outside the arc, nailed from 3-point land. Bridges has got 5 points in the quarter.
Capable of scorching you from the perimeter. When Bridges has a great look, he takes advantage.
Sabonis sets the big for LaVine. Took him no time at all on that one. And the Kings lead by 21.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
No good on the triple.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Miller, no luck. Kings leading now by 21. Takes a 3. The shot, no good. Ball kicks to Bridges. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Back to Miller. From deep. Drills it from outside.
And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it's really hard to get someone to match up with.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Miller outside. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Ball. Miller with a wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
I'll tell you, the vision is simply special. LaMelo Ball toys with the defense, creates easy opportunities for his teammates.
DeRozan for 3. The Hornets pull it in. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Stolen by Levine. And a wide open look here for Ellis. Again, the miss by the Kings. Hornets trail by 18. Miller right side. Down low. Here's Williams. Out to Bridges. And Bridges jams it in.
Well, this guy knows how to put on a show. Put Miles Bridges in the dunk contest. Did you see that?
Bean passes to Sabonis. Murray for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's Miller outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Miller's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire, a little bit of pride at stake.
Hits the three-point bomb. Miller's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
Murray finds Sabonis. Out to the wing. In the corner, Murray with it. That falls. Nice speed that time from Sabonis. 3. And the Kings lead by 16. And so it's Charlotte with it.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Kings.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Zach LaVine.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Murray, good.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Ball kicks to Miller. Charlotte gets it back. Oh, and the jam by Williams. Here's Levine. Well, this one is winding down now. Sacramento can run out the clock. Fires from way outside. That shot off. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. Thank you for that, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. The duo inside, it's Murray and Sabonis. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. Then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Ellis in at the point. And for Atlanta, Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Karis LeVert is out there with Dyson Daniels, and it's Risacher in at the 3. Richard, what do you expect to see from this guard matchup?
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
Now here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Oh, nice ball movement by LeVert. A welcome sign for this team.
Pass to Ellis. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Johnson. And there's the foul. It's on Zach LaVine. That's his first foul. Here's Daniels. A 3 off the inbound. On target from range.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. The message that he sent to his team is that they need to be laser focused on DeMar DeRozan. He told me DeRozan can expect to see plenty of double teams. He said if they're going to beat us tonight, DeMar's not going to be the guy to do it. And of course, DeMar may have something to say about that. We'll find out. Back over to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's LeVert. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Here's Daniels, puts up a 3, and Atlanta hits again from deep.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Ellis passes to Sabonis. DeRozan outside. That one falls. Nice feed from Sabonis.
Kind of surprising to see this from DeRozan, but he must have been feeling that competitive fire.
And Richard, whenever Sabonis plays, it's surprising if he doesn't record a double-double.
Oh, they're usually monster double-doubles also. Close to 20 points, 13 rebounds, and at least 6 assists. Domas, he is an offensive hub.
Here's Daniels. 6 points for him. Takes the 3. Sinks it from distance. Daniels has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, good mechanics and a high release. Risacher's shot is pretty refined and ready for quick attacks like this.
And the dunk by LaVine.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Here's Daniels. 9 points in the game. Johnson with it. Checked by Murray. Pass to Risacher. The 3. Hits the 3-pointer. Risacher's got 6 points.
Yeah, that's what Risacher is out here to do. He is first and foremost a 3-point shooter. A good one at that.
On the take. Kicks it to DeRozan. And out of bounds. The Hawks will have it. A minute 31 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Daniels. From outside, off the mark. On the wing, LaVine. The 3 gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
There's LaVine showing out with that high arcing jump shot from the corner.
Atlanta leading by 11. It's Daniels with a drive. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. 11 points in the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
From deep, Johnson. Rebound by Sacramento. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. DeRozan for 3. Offensive rebound. Outside for LaVine. It's stolen by Okongwu. Here's Daniels. LeVert left side. Johnson a screen on Levine. And here's LeVert for three. The shot, no good. Kings trail by 13. Levine with it. Now Okongwu defending. And the dunk by Levine.
Hope you got some popcorn. When Levine gets up for a slam, Zach knows how to put on a show.
Here's Daniels. 11 points in the game. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Both shots good from the stripe. And so it's Atlanta in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Atlanta.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
On the court for the Kings, second quarter underway. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then it's Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Ellis in at the one. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Jalen Johnson is developing the complete game. He said, I watch the guys who do everything. That's my mindset. I want to be at least solid in every department, and then keep building on that, adding bits and pieces here and there. Brian, his versatility is already drawing attention league-wide.
Yeah, there's no question about that, Allie. Thank you. And six-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base, extremely loyal and passionate, and they've swayed the outcome of games.
Three-pointer. Daniels misses. Kings trail by 13. Here's Murray. Murray with a strong finish at the rim.
And on the fast break, Murray is a threat. We know he loves cutting through any opposition and getting himself a shot.
And here's LeVert for three. Knocks it down from distance. LeVert's got himself on the board with a three there.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
DeRozan passes to Sabonis. Out of bounds. Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. LaVine surveys the D. At the arc, Zach LaVine.
Well, LaVine is fired up tonight and having no trouble finding points for his squad.
LeVert goes against LaVine. Fires the three. Connects from downtown. LeVert's got 6 in the quarter.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
A power finish there as he breaks out the tomahawk.
You could feel the shake after that.
Good.
Here's Rizachet, defended by DeRozan. Jacks up a three. They get the rebound. Here's Okongwu. Nice D from Sabonis.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
And he lobs it up to the rim. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Richard, you played for great teams and rebuilding teams. How different is the atmosphere between those types of organizations?
The expectation to win from everyone top to bottom, that's what stands out to me. Everyone takes their role seriously and professionally.
Yeah, great look for Rizachet. Close in, gets it done.
Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Atlanta. Outside Johnson. The three-pointer off the mark, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by a Kongwu. And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. Kings trail by 11. Fultz scanning the floor. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Gets the three ball to go.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Capella, pass to Niang. Now Young. Shot clock at 6. Fearless from Young inside.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
Valanciunas with a screen on Young. There's Fultz with a three. 41 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's the floater, and he lays it in. Fultz has gotten his first basket of the night.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. They're leading by 8, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
The Kings have gone 8 of 11 in the second quarter. Fultz into the lane. Count it. Good. Fultz has gotten 4 this quarter.
Nice little draw up there from the inbounds play to get them an easy bucket.
16 seconds left in the first half. There's Young with the three. That is Trae's shot. The three.
The deep ball from Young. He only needs a little wiggle room to feel comfortable firing away.
Now Young with a steal. And that'll do it for the first half of play. The Hawks on top, up 9. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
32.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Boy, Zach LaVine has been sensational.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
They've got Terrence Mann, Clint Capella out there with George Niang. Then it's Trae Young, and it's Krejci in at small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Quinn Snyder. Valanciunas sets a screen. There's Fultz with a 3. And no good. Atlanta leading by 9. Here's Krejci. The offensive rebound. Stolen. Now the Kings in transition. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Capella.
Man, good whistle there.
These are his first free throws of the game. That free throw misses. Good on the second one. Now Young. He's got 5. About a minute played here in the second half. And the foul called on Markelle Fultz. That's his first foul of the game. And a deep 3 from Young. Nice Trae. So good.
This is where Young most resembles Steph Curry. Both have range almost out to half court.
Oh, he tries a 3. Fultz can't get it to go. Atlanta's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. On the wing man. Three-pointer. Here's Niang. The kick out to Young. From the arc. Valanciunas with a rebound. Kings trail by 11. Monk for 3. Capella with a rebound.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Capella screen on Monk. Knocks down the long J. Man's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
There's Fultz with a 3. Buries it from 3. Fultz has got his 3rd bucket of the night. The Hawks lead by 11. And here's Young. Give him 8 points now. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Fultz with it, and it's Young picking him up. Monk for 3. Rebound Atlanta. At one point, they led by 16. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. A nice shot by Krejci.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Fultz against Young. Fultz is good. Fultz has got 5 points in the quarter.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Man, no good on the triple. Kings trail by 12. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Monk for 3. Knocks down the triple. Monk's got 6 points.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision and it paid off.
Out to the right wing. Here's Niang. Pure from 3-point range.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Fultz. Pass to LaRavia. Launches it. The shot is good. Fultz making the play.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
The teardrop. Oh, the floater is good for Young.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
And the Kings going with a whole new group out there. Pass to Sabonis. There's the triple. Sends it home from 3-point land.
It's almost like he had a bird's eye view of the court. DeRozan always knows where his teammates are.
Here's Daniels. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
The Hawks lead by 8. And we've got 28 seconds left in the 3rd. Pass to Okongwu. Here's LeVert. He's covered by Levine. Okongwu, a screen on Levine. And here's LeVert for 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. They get it back. Here's Ellis. Outside Levine. Fires for 3. It doesn't go for him. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. Taking a look at Sacramento, the duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. And it's Ellis in at the point guard position. Here's Daniels. Drops in the 3. And the Hawks lead by 11.
And you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Murray's shot is good.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
Here's Daniels. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And here's LeVert for three. Kept alive by Atlanta. Okongwu with it. From downtown, gets the three ball to go.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Here's Ellis. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. And here's Okongwu for three. Outside for LeVert. Johnson a screen on Murray. And here's LeVert for three. Rebound by Sacramento. Sabonis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. A clear look for Murray. That one falls. Nice feed from Sabonis. Sabonis has got 3 assists now in this one. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. To the wing, right side. And there's the foul. It'll go on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul.
Team first.
Here's Rizachet, defended by DeRozan. And here's Okongwu for three. Sinks it from distance. And the Hawks lead by 15.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think if you got it going from three-point range, you got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Daniels, that one's true.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
Trae Young, he's checked in for Daniels.
His first. Team's first.
And so here's Sacramento, down by 15. DeRozan finds Murray. Another three for Sacramento.
Stretching that range. Defenders might want to get out on Murray. He is dangerous from out there.
And a deep three from Young. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Kings trail by 12. Outside Murray. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Rizachet. Rizachet's got 4 rebounds in the game. Okongwu, a screen on DeRozan. The three from Rizachet. Tries again. Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Levine for three. The rebound by Atlanta.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
The three from Rizachet. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. The Kings have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. And the three-pointer goes.
Yeah, out of the corner, DeRozan finding the open space on the floor.
From deep, Johnson. DeRozan with the rebound.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Pass to Levine. There's the three. Offensive rebound. 4-3. Kicks it to DeRozan. And here's Levine. They shoot again. Johnson with the defensive effort. It's LeVert on the wing. Back to Young. There's the screen by Johnson. And Young is good for three.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
And Atlanta with possession here. It's a 10-point game. Now here's Young. Fires away from way outside. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. Even. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill.
matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Miles Bridges is out there with Williams, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot.
Aggressive, just an attacker. Bridges wants the rock, especially near the rim.
And it's LeVert missing. Here's Okogie. Good, great play by Williams to set it up.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Well, I was able to speak with Quinn Snyder just before the game. In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And that one's good. Daniels.
And you can tell Ricochet has a great basketball IQ. He spots the opening and delivers the pass on time.
Now, here's Ball. Back to Miller. To the middle. Here's Williams. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
Miller, no up.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Okongwu with a screen on Miller. Daniels, no good. Hornets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Ball, the pass to Okogie. Off target with his 3. The Hawks trail by 3. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
So it's Atlanta now. Following the bucket by the Hornets. 3-pointer, Daniels bangs home the trifecta. Daniels has got 5 points so far.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now, here is Miller. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ball. Okongwu grabs the board. Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 from 3-point land here in the first quarter. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, and trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Outside, Ball. It's stolen. Now, here's Okongwu. Scoreless thus far. Out to the right wing. Ricochet wide open. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Got to get out on that if you're the defense. This rookie Ricochet can really do damage from the perimeter.
Miller outside. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And so here's Atlanta. After Charlotte getting the 3. Daniels from outside. Rebound by Williams. The Hornets have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. It's intercepted. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. Johnson sends the screen for Ricochet. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to be on Brandon Miller.
At the wing position, Ricochet has pretty much everything you're looking for, right? Length, mobility, three-point shooting. And add to that, he has a great feel for the game.
Smith the pass to Nurkic. A fader. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Hornets on top, leading by just 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
On the floor for Charlotte, Josh Green is out there with Williams. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Ball. And it's Smith in at the 2-guard spot.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Charlotte in the lead. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21. That was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
And the basket by Johnson.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
2 points. That one goes.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
LeVert screen on Smith. On the wing, Johnson. Pass to LeVert. Stolen by Ball. Fast break now for Charlotte. And Green slams it in.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Hornets leading by 5. Stolen by LeVert. Okongwu dishes to Johnson. Shoots. Nurkic with the block.
And Nurkic seeing an opportunity there to make the impact defensively with the block.
Ball kicks to Nurkic. Back to Ball. Lets it go from deep. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
And that one's good. Daniels.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Here's Ball. Banked in off the glass. Ball's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hornets.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Ball to pass to Nurkic. Right side Green. There's Ball with the 3. Rebound by the Hawks. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow. Smith thrives getting the ball inside and scoring around the cup.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. There's a good screen. Young from outside. Rebound by Williams.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Hornets.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks. in early offense.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Diabate's checked in, and Okogie subbed in for Josh Green. And the basket by Krejci.
That's pretty much not how they defend the three-point line. Somebody's got a shadow him out there.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Team seconds.
First one falls for him.
At the line for the Hornets, LaMelo Ball. 2 shots.
He doesn't get the second one. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Trailing here by 8. With some arc. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
A magician put the ball in his hands. LaMelo making it look easy.
Young inside. Pass to Niang. There's a screen. Back to Capella. 5 to shoot. Niang takes to Capella. No good with the elbow jumper.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
He gets that one. And now a 12-point Charlotte lead.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Young, and the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And so it's Charlotte up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And a chance now to send it over. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
They're thinking about the shot.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with a step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
So Johnson sitting on the bench. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. We've got Terrence Mann. Clint Capella is out there with George Niang. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Krejci in at the 3 slot. And here is Capella. He has yet to score. Niang finds Capella. Capella sets a screen for Young. Again, Young missing. Hornets leading by 12. To the paint. Here's Bridges.
Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdown.
Young pass to Capella. Here's Mann, covered by Miller. Capella with a screen on Miller. Mann gets the bucket. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
And the Hawks have been part of a play-in tournament 3 consecutive seasons.
Yeah, since that run, Kevin, in the 2021 conference finals, it has been tough sledding for Atlanta. They've really been stuck in middling in that 7 to 10 range, which is forcing you to play some tough opponents in those early rounds. They have not overcome that.
Larry Nance is checked in for the Hawks. Charlotte's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Miller dishes to Nurkic. Here's Ball. Back to Nurkic. It's stolen by Nance. Young inside. He's against Miller. Young, no good.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Bridges passes to Green. Ball against Young. It's deflected.
More of this from Larry Nance Jr. rising up and tossing that one away.
Man in the corner. The Hawks again can't hit. Hornets leading by 13. Left side Miller. Driving inside. And Miller throws it down hard.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. So they foul intentionally. And the Hornets making a change here. Man's checked in.
23, Trey Man.
Here's Young. And he converts the layup. Young's got his first bucket of the night.
Great job by Young there, not settling for a jumper, getting that ball close in.
Man passes to Green. No good from outside.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract lengths. Commissioner Silver says, we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Man, right wing. Nurkic the pass to Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Young, the shot's good. Young's got 4 points in the quarter.
Trae Young has such good handle and creates so much space for himself, and he can get to the rim.
Man passes to Miller. Here's Man, defended by Young. Out left to the wing. Here's Miller. There's the drive. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far. Shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And this is what you like about Miller. Has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
For 3, Nance connects from 3-point range. Nance has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Man passes to Nurkic. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Hornets lead by 14.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. So both teams making some changes here. Now, Man, still scoreless. They get the rebound. Outside, Green. That doesn't go either for Green. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. Grant Williams is out there with Williams, and it's Smith. And it's Green, and it's Man in at the point guard position. A wide open look here for Okongwu. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
It's such a sweet three-point stroke here, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, during the break, listen in with Charles Lee and his team. He said to them, keep building this lead, guys. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep working hard. Run our stuff. Guys?
Thank you, David. And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Grant Williams. Okogie comes in for Green. Brandon Miller, he's checked in for Smith. And Ball subbed in for Trey Main.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Johnson the screen. Daniel from outside. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Ball finds Miller. Williams has a screen for Miller to the inside. Williams can't hit. The Hawks trail by 11. LeVert from outside. Miller grabs the miss. Charlotte's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Okongwu. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Rizage sets the screen for LeVert. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And how about the playmaking skills of LeVert? I like watching this guy break down the D in the pick and roll.
Williams a screen on LeVert. Miller outside. Here's Ball. The kick out to Williams. Miller outside. The 3-ball. And once again off the mark by Charlotte. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Lets the 3 fly. And Rizage. The bucket on the assist by LeVert. That's 7 points for Rizage. And the basket by Okogie. And the Hornets lead by 7.
And when it comes to moving the ball, LaMelo is unreal. Can make any pass in the book.
From outside, off the mark. Hornets have gone just 33% for the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Pass to Miller. 3-pointer. Here's Williams. For 3, Bridges. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. And it's a 10-point Charlotte lead.
Capable of scorching you from the perimeter. When Bridges has a great look, he takes it back.
LeVert kicks to Daniels. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Here's Bridges, and Bridges jams it in.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Daniels with it. Williams picks him up.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Josh Okogie, his first, team second.
Daniels with it. Shot to stop the run. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Here's Miller. Atlanta with the rebound. Okongwu's now got double-digit rebounds now in the game. 3-pointer, LeVert. Kicks it out to Johnson. Six on the shot clock. Knocks down the 3-ball. Johnson's got it back down to within single digits for the Hawks.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
There's Miller with the 3. Sinks the triple. And the Hornets lead by 12.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Hornets.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LaMelo Ball.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Greg, nothing short of some once-in-a-lifetime plays are going to save them now.
Yeah, the door is just about to close on this one. But hey, never say never.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was.